The relationships between women and men play an important role in both the shaping, evolution, and transformation of the values, norms, and cultural practice of a society, which in turn determine these relationships. In fact, they are relationships that evolve over time and are influenced by a matrix of socioeconomic, political, and cultural factors. Changes in the combination of these factors can affect them in different ways, either positively or negatively. Through our history as a country, we have worked at applying new ways of carrying out these relationships, hoping that finally one day it can be said that in Chile there is a gender equality. Of course, it is not something that can be carried out overnight, but abandoning those small gestures, thoughts, and actions that are obsolete or have too socially conservative ideology present a more than respectable advance in consideration of the reality experienced by a woman at the beginning of the previous century. Therefore, in the following report, we will talk about all this and why it is necessary that we keep it in mind in our country, and we will also make a comparison with some of the measures presented by Allende.
Over the past few decades, gender equality in Chile has advanced in several considerable dimensions. Educational attainment has improved significantly from one age group to the next, for both men and women, and young women now surpass young men in terms of educational outcomes. The proportion of higher education graduates is higher among young women than among young men, and return to education is slightly higher among women. In relation to what Allende proposed, providing and guaranteeing education without distinction of opportunity between social class, sex, or economic situation shows great progress in terms of abandoning conservative thinking that excludes in any way. Rather, ensuring that previously excluded groups have guaranteed access to it. However, the traditional view of the man who maintains and provides for his family and the woman who stays at home and takes care of the home is still common in Chile, which means that woman dedicates more hours to childcare and housework.
Even if women expand their work outside the home, they will likely continue to perform many common jobs perceived as feminine work, given existing positions and stereotypes. According to the United Nations, despite the fact that women were on the front line in the fight against COVID-19, representing 70% of health and social workers, cases of domestic violence as a result of the pandemic have increased by 30%, not to mention that women had more burden at home, especially during confinement.
In the present, we must continue to advance again the all counts, as Allende said at the time when I went again, all those who did not want to ensure the education of citizens, without discrimination, abandoning a retrograde thinking, to continue advancing with everything that is known and well done. A greater number of women in politics, better salaries, jobs and men continue to give the validation that women deserve, relying on the household tasks that they previously said were their priority, especially after what we saw during the pandemic, which made many more women the chef of their homes, even encouraging violence in them, according to the United Nations. We are an important part of this chain so that once and for all, the idea that they cannot do the same as us is put to an end, so that in the end we reach a society in which we feel comfortable and with significant gender equality.